Welcome back to the program. So let's talk about something completely different. This is science, health, that kind of thing. So a personal thing to me is dementia and Alzheimer's because, of course, my father passed away in October of 2019 from Alzheimer's and dementia and things like that. So anytime I see something that could possibly maybe be a cure or something that is a study that they're doing that maybe can lead to something like that, it's obviously personal to me. So I wanted to bring this to people's attention because it's pretty interesting, and it's something that, if you think about it from a common sense perspective, it makes sense. Like, why all these years haven't we tried this instead of cracking people's skulls open and operating into their brain and everything else? So check this out. What if a nasal spray, that's right, a nasal spray, could reverse brain aging, dementia, Alzheimer's, those types of things? Scientists are trying to do reverse brain aging with a nasal spray. New therapy is turning back the clock in aging brains, healing inflammation, restoring memory, and reshaping the future of brain-aged therapies. Picture this. Your brain is a high-performance engine, and then over decades, it doesn't just wear down, it also starts to run hot. Tiny fires of inflammation smolder deep within the brain's memory centers, creating a persistent brain fog that make it harder to think, form new memories, or even adapt to new environments, all the while increasing the risk to disorders like Alzheimer's disease. Scientists call this slow burn neuroinflammaging, and for decades it was thought to be the inevitable price of just growing older, until, of course, now. A landmark study from researchers at Texas A&M University College of Medicine suggests that inflammatory tide responsible for brain aging and brain fog might actually be reversible. And the solution doesn't involve brain surgery, but a simple nasal spray. Led by Dr. Ashok Shetty, University Distinguished Professor and Associate Director of the Institute for Regenerative Medicine, along with senior research scientist Dr. Madhu Lavathi Naranya and Dr. Mahadir Kodali, the team developed a nasal spray that with just 2 doses, so this isn't something you have to do all the time, just 2 doses, dramatically reduced brain inflammation, restored the brain's cellular power plants, and significantly improved people's memory. The most surprising part, it all happened within weeks and lasted for months. The findings, published in the Journal of Extracellular Vessels, could reshape the future of neurodegenerative therapies and may even change how scientists think about the brain and aging itself. The implications of this research could be nothing short of revolutionary. As we develop and scale this therapy, a simple 2-dose nasal spray could one day replace invasive, risky procedures or maybe even months of medication, according to the researchers. The societal impact could be just as profound. In the United States alone, new dementia cases are projected to double over the next 4 decades, from about 514,000 in 2020 to about over 1 million by 2060. The trend signals a pressing need for policies and innovation and interventions that can minimize both the risk and severity of neurodegenerative disorders like dementia, according to the researchers. The study also hints at broadly applicability, working equally effectively across both genders, male and female, a rare outcome in biomedical research. It's universal, the doctor said. Treatment outcomes were consistent and similar across both sexes. One day the approach could even help stroke survivors rebuild lost brain function, or slow or even reverse the effects of cognitive aging in humans. Our approach redefines what it means to grow old. We're aiming for successful brain aging, keeping people engaged, alert, and connected, not just living longer, but living smarter and healthier. Rewiring the brain from the inside out. At the heart of this groundbreaking development are millions of microscopic biological parcels known as extracellular vessels. They act like delivery vehicles. They help modulate and regulate and signal pathways to the brain. But the delivery route is just as important as the cargo. Packed into a nasal spray, the tiny EVs bypass the brain's protective shield and travel directly into brain tissue, where they are then absorbed. The mode of delivery is one of the most exciting aspects of our approach. It says intranasal, which means in the nose. Delivery allows us to reach and treat the brain directly without invasive procedures. Once absorbed into the brain's cells, let's see, there's a bunch of weird things I can't pronounce. It drives down the chronic inflammation in the aging brains. At a cellular level, the treatment recharged neuromitochondria and the power plants that, quote, live inside the brain cells. By recharging these cells and their power plants, the therapy didn't just clear brain fog, it physically improved the brain's ability to process and store information. We are giving neurons their spark back by reducing oxidative stress and reactivating the brain's mitochondria. This is high-tech stuff. Behavioral tests confirm that the biology is working. Models treated with the nasal spray showed remarkable improvements in not only recognizing familiar objects, but also detecting new objects and changes in their environment, a sharp contrast. We are seeing the brain's own repair system switch on, healing inflammation and restoring itself. While further research is needed, the doctors and their team have already filed a U.S. patent for the therapy, marking a milestone in what could become a breakthrough for brain aging treatments. So that's pretty interesting, huh? I mean, there's so many different things that they can do. But when you think about it from like a common sense standpoint, why haven't they tried nasal sprays or developing some type of nasal spray years ago? Instead, it's always, well, we got to go inside the brain, which of course is dangerous. You've got so much blood in the brain. You can have swelling on the brain, which can cause other issues immediately. So it's very dangerous to operate on a brain, obviously. And so this is a non-invasive way to possibly fix, aging, and maybe not aging, but like dementia and Alzheimer's and things like that. So where am I at on this? 8 minutes. And so I wanted to kind of just bring it to people's attention because, hey, we all going to get there one day, right? Who are all you again? Kidding. Anyway, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Put them down in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.